You were thrilled about a potential new job, only to learn they had decided to move forward with a different candidate. Sheer disappointment sets in. It can leave you sad, confused, and to be honest, sometimes a bit angry. Rejection is hard, especially if you had your sights set on something that you were so interested in. But take a moment to wind down, and then here's what you can do. Know that it's okay to be upset. Listen, you gave this potential job your all, taking the time to research, interview, and build rapport with the hiring staff, among other things. You were already committed to this role, seeing yourself within it as you went through the interview process. This may be particularly disappointing if you're currently out of work or work within a job that you feel that you've already outgrown. It's understandable to be upset. In fact, you should take some time to consider your feelings and maybe even indulge in a little self-care. But then you have to let it go. You have to let it go and move on. You have work to do, and it's important in your job search that you have a positive attitude going forward. Next, regardless, you need to thank them for their time and their consideration. Maybe even ask them for a little feedback. That can be important too. And it's always important to follow up because you never know what other opportunities within the organization might pop up. So thank the recruiter and or the hiring manager for their time with a polite note and leave that door open to the future, even if you are a bit angry. And remember, focus on what you did that was positive because you always want to get past the negative. Okay, so you didn't get the job, so obviously they didn't like you, right? Wrong. Sometimes things are completely out of your control. They could have decided to go with an internal candidate, or maybe they went with someone who had a background that aligned more with their specific needs. But it doesn't mean that they didn't like you as a candidate. Whatever their reasoning, you were interviewed through to the end, which means they did in fact like you and had genuinely considered you for the position. Normally when you get to the last interview stage, it's a 50-50. Instead of allowing your mind to process over and over again what you might have done wrong, focus on what went right. Your resume obviously made it through the applicant tracking system, which we call ATS, and your answers to their questions pushed you all the way to the last round. They seem particularly interested and impressed with your project management skills, so you must have conveyed them well. Think of some of the items you can improve on and move forward, knowing that you gained excellent interviewing experience. You're doing a whole lot right if you're even getting to the interview stage. Remember that. And ask yourself, what was it that you liked so much about this job? Was it the friendly, team-oriented atmosphere of the company? Was it the mission of the organization overall? Their vision? Were they offering a flexible work schedule? Now, once you answer those questions for yourself, you can look for companies that fit this mold. You know what excites you, and you can use that as the criteria for your job search. Target that dream job. Now, I hate to sound cliche, but it's true. Everything happens for a reason. Don't be too hard on yourself for not getting this job. No reason to dwell on it for too long. You won't be able to see what's ahead of you if you always find yourself looking backwards. Like anything in life that doesn't go our way, learn from the bad part of the experience and then press on. And remember, a new day is dawning, and there are lots of other opportunities out there. If you aren't getting the interviews and feel like you're struggling in your job search, my free Job Search Masterclass might be just the answer for you. You can get signed up by just clicking on the link below to learn more.